we start recording. Whew. Okay, I made it. Barely. Not really. Actually, it's 10:04, and I'm only just starting streaming because I'm a terrible person because I wanted to shower, and I'm in my pajamas. Which hey, Mr. President. Um, it's a fun time. It's a fun day. Crazy fun week. Oh my God. Uh, yeah, I've been sick, which is fun. And by fun, I mean awful, which is why I'm streaming today on Wednesday, um, instead of, as usual, on Tuesday. And I'm sorry, but girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. And she needed some rest. Like, oof. She needs some rest. She needs some milk. Oh, I gotta change my thing here too. Oof, I'm still a little stuffy, still a little gross. And that's probably going to last for a little while longer now, to be honest. Unfortunately, you know. Hopefully I don't hack up a lung on stream on any given moment. Hoping that's not the case, at least. I didn't put out another thing, so even though I might have any captive wonderful audience members here now, I'm gonna quickly do some social medias. Oh, but we got a viewer. Hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hello, mother. May I have a stream? Grandmama, may I please have bread? Sorry, I'm stealing jokes from Trixie Mattel right now because I don't have any brain cells left to make jokes. Evidenced by the entirety of today, because wow, I really messed up a lot of today. Um, I I went out to Blaze Pizza for lunch. Went online to order ahead of time so it would be ready by the time I got there. Got to the place, realized I had sent it to the other Boston Fenway store, and then had to buy it all again. Sucked. And then I had leftovers. Took those leftovers back to the office with me. But when I'm leaving the office today, I leave my leftovers on my colleague's desk. So those, especially because the pizza had chicken on it, not gonna be good tomorrow. I've already got some stuff that's bad in the fridge because I've been sick the last couple of days and just didn't get a chance to make it. And yeah, I wasted a lot of food. But hey, girls got her credit cards paid off, so I'm happy about that. We're gonna sit down happy with that. Um, Live now. Nope. That's a space now. Streaming last train to Blue Moon Canyon. Thank you. Autocorrect. On twit.tv/BOSTrophyWife. Um, Hashtags. Uh, Twitch. Nancy Drew. Last Train. Blue Crew. And Nancy Drew Game because you gotta make it specific. Hit the share button. Go into the if this then that applets. Open the applets. This is a long, complicated thing. Yes, hashtag hashtag is hashtag sharps before hashtags. Can I start saying sharp? I'm gonna say sharp blessed. I'm gonna do that. It's a thing now. And I received an email that I need to read. Hold on. All right, sent. And doop, doop, doop. Done. Okay. Well, I'm already starting to feel the tightness in my chest, meaning why do I have 10 Twitter notifications? What? What? When did I go viral? 10. But really, though. Oh, it's just because I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. We're fine. Who's this? Yeah. Anyway, walking away from that. I'm on stream. I'm supposed to be playing games. You guys came here to watch games and talk about my beautiful new hair color, which is slightly redone now that I've taken a shower. And actually, this is always fun because the way I always wear my hair, like you can see this is a little stained on this side versus this side, and it's hilarious to me. Um, but it's a lot less green, a little more blue now that I got my color depositing conditioner stuff today. Put it in literally just like a few minutes ago. Just got out of the shower today. And yeah, we're gonna get started. I don't have blue pens. Damn. Another day that I'm streaming and we should have blue pens when I don't have blue pens, because this is going to be the last train to Blue Moon Canyon. And unfortunately, I don't have pens that are blue. So we'll have to use red because that works, right? In fact, I wrote the title in red. So we're going to use red. Correcting your paper's realness. All right. Let's get her started, though. All right. Bear with me as we may have some difficulties because I haven't run this yet, but we're going to try. Did I install this? Did I ever install this? I'm going to be so mad at myself if I did. I think I might have. Well, I'm gonna keep vamping for a little while longer and be a terrible, terrible streamer today, and chalk all of that up to me being sick, and having forgotten everything. Yeah, I totally forgot to do these. Whoops. Well, we're gonna plow through this nice and fast. I don't remember if I can do. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm not gonna risk it. Here, made a thing for it. Uh-huh. Oh, for a second I thought I had already installed it. There. And I will not install DirectX myself. Alright, it's going to take a couple of minutes to get this going, because I'm a terrible person and forgot to install the game. Thank God I have an SSD, so it shouldn't take long, but wow. Wow. I'm really on great form today and this week. I only heard that out of one ear. That's not a good thing. I'm also getting new headphones like tomorrow, I think. Something like that. I'm very excited, but this is going to take a little while, unfortunately. Wait, what's this? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I might have screwed something up. I'll fix it later, though. This is disk 2. Okay. Just sort through all of my game files here. There it is. She'd been hiding herself this whole time so far. Excuse me? Okay. Well, apparently if I try to run this right now, Joe's body will not show up, which would be freaking hilarious. But unfortunately not what we want. So give me another minute. I told you, technical difficulties. I point to the thing above me. Hold on to your butts. Because this just got more complicated than I wanted it to. Okay. Alternative method. Try this again. How was everyone else's day? Hope it was good. You working? There we go. What? Where are you installing this? Okay, that's safe. I'm sure that's totally safe. Totally fine. Uh-huh. I'm not sure where that went. Nope. Nope, stop. Very confused by this right now. I just installed it and I don't know where it went. Oh, I'm so good at this. This is why you're here. Ah, I found it. Okay, we're good. All right, we're fine. It's go. It's okay. Place. You need administrative permission to do this. I am the administrator. Create a shortcut. I know, I can only hear that out of one ear and it really bothers me. There we go. Last train to Blue Moon Canyon. That's a capital C. I am a small stickler like that. Close, close. Okay. Should work. And by work, I mean possibly not. Yeah, see, now it's coming out of my speakers too. Nope. Okay. Nope, it's still coming out of my speakers. Okay, now I've got it only coming out of these things. That's it. Whew. Okay, and it started working the first time, and I left my thing on. Gonna crash the thing too, isn't it? There it goes. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, never drive a Nancy Drew with NVIDIA FreeSync or G-Sync or whatever the hell it is now on. Fun fact, doesn't work. Games are a little too old to handle changing that because apparently, yeah. So we're just gonna start that again. Maybe. Oh no. Did I just like destroy my entire everything? Aren't you guys having fun? We're 20 minutes into the stream and I haven't been able to get my damn thing to work. Yeah. Alright, come on. Come on. Now, okay. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Whew. We got there. Okay. I mean, stream troubleshooting is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it live, right? I mean, that's the only way that you troubleshoot on stream. You just do it right there for everybody to see because you're inept. That's how it works. I need to show my flaws somehow. How can I possibly exist without them?
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorial.
I don't need any help.
Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along
noise?
with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray. I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell. I cannot tell you how much
so
I
ready to
adore
be
those
here.
romance novels you write.
Yep.
Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome.
Oh yeah, the Avengers have
Tina
nothing on Nancy Drew. She could take any one of them
the
with
most
like
famous police
hand behind her
detective in the
back.
country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering
Whatever.
where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley,
Yep.
the man who originally owned this train. Because see, one day in 1903, his train, train, was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert.
I'm sorry. I am allergic to
and he was dead.
She's totally sitting on the floor.
He
Absolutely.
had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world.
I also
And the
like how
train he
Nancy is
owned,
just kind of like
this train,
peeking around all these
his
corners.
wife,
But that's
Camille,
okay.
died
She's
on
not
it
actually.
While they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
Tino Balducci is a wonderful man. And I'm surprised that Tina's not in here quite yet. Or if she is, she's quiet.
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
No one wants to be
It's
here.
okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
Okay, your hostess vanishes into thin air, then you delegate to the second
If I don't seem
hostess.
concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous.
Hey, I'm down with
She
the social
craves
etiquette stuff,
attention
but,
and
you know.
habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
Let's be honest. You know, if Nancy is concerned about the social etiquette stuff, then why is she wearing mom jeans? Opa. Sorry. Yeah, no. So Tino is wicked Italian, absolutely here for this. Like, he's got it. Just, it's all good. It's all good. She's always getting called out on the mom jeans, of course. And yeah, I feel like if you put Tino in the hot sun for a little too long, he might start an oil fire. Just on his hair. But oh, okay. Thank you, laptop, for letting me know about updating an app that I don't use. Like, I've met people like that. Because I used to live in a relatively Italian... I mean, I still do. I live in a relatively Italian part of the Boston area. And oh man. When someone has oiled hair and they, like, don't wash it for a while, It's really, it's just smells, it's just bad. It's bad. Just, ugh, ugh, ugh. It's just bad. So, you know, just, if you're gonna use hair oil, use a little bit. And if you're gonna use hair oil, use a nice one. And if you're gonna use hair oil, just wash your fucking hair. Oh, yeah. And, oh boy, Charlena does indeed have jowlage. The jowlage is back, ladies and gentlemen. She, however, unlike Millie Strathorn, is a bitch.
So you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
Yep. Minor celebrities. Ah, Nancy Drew. Don't worry. Okay, so I explained this to Duel actually earlier when I mentioned that I was going to be streaming today. That this is the game where everybody underestimates Nancy. So I'm going to be extra bitchy. And so we're going to start with Miss Purcell here. Alright? You and your little jowlage remembers me totally well, you fucking bitch. But she's going to pretend. So we're going to pretend right back.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Bitch. Bitch.
Have you ever met Laurie's other guests before?
Psst, Nancy. Come here.
Not a good time.
Excuse me for a second.
In sync reject.
I think you better talk to those two friends of yours before you talk to me.
Okay, alright, well.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could
Okay.
hear all these weird noises
So-
coming from inside.
On the left here, we've got the NSYNC reject. On the right here, we've got... He just has a helmet on. Like, I can tell that there's some texture there, but it's just a helmet. I'm pretty sure it's just a helmet. They're brothers, okay? They're totally brothers. Absolutely. And he's wearing a helmet.
Did you talk to him?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way."
Sounds about right.
In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect.
Each more adopted than the
Can't
last.
we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go.
I just can't.
What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole
American
disappearance
teens
thing.
against teens
She's not
against
the only
crime.
one.
What kind of
Say
dare
that.
bullshit is that?
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls.
Like, that's what I said.
Given acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
Just eight. Just oh god. And see, you know, I think the best part about that is, I think this is not actually her interactives thing. I think this is actually the writer of the Hardy Boys. Hold on, let me check this. Yep. It's a thing. Do you want me to read the Wikipedia article? Because this is fucking great. Okay. Alright, I gotta have the nope, I gotta have the stream chat up here so I can at least read your reactions as we go along. American Teens Against Crime is the fictional organization in the Hardy Boys Undercover Brothers book series. ATAC is a top-secret government agency co-founded by Fenton Hardy and Anmol Gupta. They created it when they realized there are some places where an adult spy, an FBI or CIA agent, would stand out too much. Because of this, the FBI has, on at least one occasion, relied on ATAC to solve a case. Just once! Just at least once! The very first ATAC agents were Fenton's sons, Frank and Joe. The agencies sent their agents... a video game disc with details on their latest mission. After the disc has been viewed, it reformats itself into a regular music CD. Each disc is delivered, oh my god, in some undercover way, normally by VJ, who likes to use a pizza boy as a disguise to give them their missions. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. This is why I love these fucking games. Because if it's a video game, it's obviously meant for the American teens against crime. Duh. But of course, it's only rated T. We don't give out M-rated games to these kids. No. It I just can't. Anyway, we're not done. This is strangely jacked. And also Del Mario. E10 plus, my god. Not just, we got to go beyond just Elmo's Fun Adventure. We've got to have some guns in there somewhere, at least. But the guns can only shoot paint. It's like Splatoon. That's all they give you. Okay, but there's more. ATAC has a secret handshake that only agents know. It goes like this. 2 hard up and down shakes, followed by a wrist grab, then a fist touch, and one last up and down shake. Hold on, let's see if we can do this right. So it's 2 hard up and down shakes, followed by a wrist grab, then a fist bump, and then you shake again. What the fuck is that? And I like how it's a secret handshake that only ATAC members know, but it's very clearly described in the Wikipedia article. To be fair, it is a fictional organization, but I'm having too much fun with this already. In mission number 4, Thrill Ride, Joe used this handshake when they first met Vijay Patel to make sure that he was a real member of ATAC. Vijay Patel delivers ATAC missions to Frank and Joe Hardy, and is only used as a field agent in one book where he saves Frank and Joe. Fenton no longer runs ATAC himself. Okay, we're just going to riff right off of friggin' James Bond here. A man who goes simply by Q, sometimes QT, is the current director of the agency. In the graphic novel adaptation of the series, Nigel Penhurst is also a top man at ATAC. I just... Also, this is a... Hold on. Top secret government agency, and then there's a list of non-members with knowledge of ATAC. Literally, top, 5 are Nancy Drew, George Fane, and Adam Franklin. No, who's Adam Franklin? I'm sorry, Bess Marvin. And Ned Nickerson. What the... Top secret government agency with so many security leaks. You just tell your friend Nancy Drew. No big deal, it's fine. Nancy Drew knows about it. George Fane, Bess Marvin, Ned Nickerson. And why the fuck would you need to tell Nedley? But who needs to tell Nedley about a secret government organization? Anyway, I'm having too much fun with this. What else do we got here? Oh, that's it. Okay. That's about all. There you go. ATAC. They helped the FBI in one case. Therefore, they're an important top secret government agency. A close-knit group of teenagers. I could have detonated that nuclear bomb if it wasn't for you and those meddling kids. I can't.
I kind of agree with you.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Laurie's other guests is in on her disappearance?
I mean,
It's certainly possible.
yeah.
The way she talked didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what
This
she
is
wanted us
gold.
to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to
ATAC.
think.
Well, whether Laurie disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. If there isn't a talking dog,
Has
I don't
anyone
trust
talked
him.
to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going
They
to
have
head
to
up
have
front
an-
and tell him what's happened.
They have to have an
Maybe
addict
he
with
knows
them
something
too.
we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
You
Great.
know
Catch you
they're
later.
legit when they have an addict and specifically tantalize him by waving the thing he's addicted to in front of him to get him to do things. Totally legit.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
So you're good at looking things up on the internet.
What else do you know about
so
Jake
am I, but
Hurley?
okay.
You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
That's happy.
When did he buy this train?
Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
So where did he get his how did he buy the train in the first place? This is not a cheap train. How do you own a train before you've gotten money? Hi, I think I'm gonna be rich. Can I take out a loan for a train? Like, were there train loans? Like car loans? Can you do that? Can you do that now? I want a train. Somebody buy me a train.
Where did he meet Camille?
I don't know that. The circumstances surrounding her passing are a bit of a mystery, too. All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
Well, I'll let you go.
Let me know if you run across anything juicy.
Juicy. Well, I'm gonna look at this thing, because...
Sadie Crawford.
Yeah. Totally cool.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Right, nope. Okay. Ah!
A square and a duck. It looks like this thing opens up, but how?
Duck Square.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
Yeah, they're totally helpful, aren't they?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
Shouldn't you at least call the authorities?
It'll be my pleasure, just as soon as Miss Gerard orders me to.
But-
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Responsible. Yeah, that's definitely
Looks like some sort of steam
what a
valve.
responsible person would do.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not
Why
be a
not?
good idea.
Why not? I mean, yeah, that might be a good way to stop the train. Fair point. Totally fair point. Hi. Aren't you pretty?
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Oh, look. A puzzle. Okay. Nope. Ba-doop. It's a little thing.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buell for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Well, that
This
was
must have been the
fascinating.
sleeping car.
Uh, weird poems.
I need 4 numbers
Oh.
to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Yeah, English, it's a bitch, isn't it? Should I do it? Quick poll, yes or no? Well, we've already got 4 votes for yes.
Better
Boop.
not mess with that puppy.
Oh, come on. There we go. And she hit her head. Perfect. Just the clunk noise. Perfect. Exactly what you should do, Nancy. Perfect. Hold on.
Better not mess with that puppy.
Punk. Boop. Sorry. We're done. That perish. Oh my god. I enjoy this too much.
Hey, come on over here.
I didn't want to talk
Hi,
to you
you're
yet.
that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
Then I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Just gonna read him to filth.
Oh, heck no. Why, you're measuring the whoozy whatsism with your trusty gizmometrometer thing.
Yep.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Lori's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Lori's whereabouts.
Do you really think that a moving train can be haunted?
Sure. A train is basically nothing but a living space on wheels. And just like a house or a hotel, its walls can capture and hold energy, however infinitesimal, whatever its source. You see, what to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
Uh-huh.
That's very interesting.
That's not
It's
the tone I
all
would
very
use, Nancy.
scientific. But the fact is, Lori's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Doing everything in your power to find her, including sitting in this car and not moving. Like everybody else in this brain. Everything. Yeah, all these people.
Charlene Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
And I, for one, also
Charlene
do.
Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
I mean, she's at least won a couple awards for him. How many scientific awards? Have you won the Nobel Prize yet? Just asking. Just wondering.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
I won't keep you any longer.
Nancy wouldn't know. She's plenty money, and she has plenty of friends that she hates all the time. Seven.
The Little Book of Samplers.
Little motifs, cool. And since there's a sampler at the end of the room, I am assuming that will be useful
This looks
somehow.
like some sort of game.
Good job. Try it again. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! I do the thing, and it's the Camptown Racist song. Yay! Music written by a racist. Woo! Yay! Woo! Also, the people in the background are wearing fedoras. Fedoras weren't invented back in the 1800s. I hit the button! Have to do it again. You son of a bitch! If I delay for even a second longer than I need to. Ugh, why do we have to do the bee theme?
I did it.
Didn't even get to the end.
Wonder what's in here.
But hey, we did it! And we get to learn how to play Camptown Racist. Look at that right there. But I betcha I can do it without it anyway.
Don't do that, please. Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums. You can play that thing
not
when
sorry.
I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
I'm not sorry though.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano. Thomasina O'Neill. It's locked.
It's locked! Guess what? Yeah, honestly, I just want to keep playing it. Can I do it again, I wonder? Or is she just probably going to be like, oh, I shouldn't do
Please
that?
don't.
Please don't.
I wonder what's under
Bitch,
here.
I might.
And what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like I need a special tool.
Of course you need
Looks like
something
some
special.
kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
Huh.
Hello?
Nancy, hi. It's
Not a
me.
good time,
Hi,
Bess.
Bess.
And me.
Hey, George. What's up?
What's
Crowbar sounds
up?
good to me, yeah.
You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she
Well,
hasn't called?
at least
What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing?
Frank has
George,
a
that's so
good
not
good
true.
headwear.
I could care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try,
Duh.
Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess
have
has
to tell him?
disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all.
That sounds like a sex
It
tape.
made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning.
That was
Only it turns
probably
out
also a
she
sex
faked
tape.
the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like
Which
it
is why it
would
was a
be
sex
that.
tape.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered?
And
or
find a way to
something?
make it into a
No
sex
one
tape.
knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
My first order of business is to find out what happened to Lori.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died
Right.
on the train? Ew, creepy.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in Camille's train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Gesundheit.
He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
Yeah, nobody
I better
understands
go.
him.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Adobe beige. Who paints their room beige? My room is beige. It's unfortunate. I wish it weren't.
Eliza Sandberger.
Hey, Nancy, right?
Ugh. Yeah, Sandberger. Aunts. Yeah, that's a good point. Aunts and landlords.
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't?
That's
Amateur
a fair point.
detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
You mean become a police detective?
Not the police.
No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
Ooh.
I heard all they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong.
Yeah.
You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers. All have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Hey, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure, in fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Ugh.
Oh,
Lord.
Thank you.
What else can I
Thank
do
you
for
for the tone, Nancy. Ooh, thank you.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
So, you're gathering facts?
Of course, it may not look it because that's my style. I'm a low-key kind of guy.
Yep.
But hey, don't worry. I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Gonna know all those facts by sitting at that desk.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now,
All
why
the
would I want to do a
facts.
thing like that?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
It's been great talking to you.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Yup. Well, that was,
Looks like
something.
an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked.
AG. Well, considering that this cigar box is right underneath the periodic table of the elements, and AG happens to be the one for silver, I think it has something to do with silver. Don't know which one of these corresponds to silver, but I think it has something to do with silver. Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Hildegard von Bingen. Gemstones and how to identify them. That's marvelous. Does it have anything about silver in here? Probably not, because it's not a gemstone.
JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Um. I think what I have to do is get them all connected here in a way that does a thing. Words are hard. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wait. Here we go. Oh. Right. Okay. So that and that. Maybe. Ooh. Nope. Like we're so close. Oh, I didn't know about that though. Interesting. Different imperfections can cause the gemstones to change. I mean, I know like gemstones as a whole are more varied than we think they are. I mean, it's really easy that everyone's supposed to be like, you know, sapphire blue, ruby red, you know, diamond clear, whatever, emerald green. But in reality, emeralds are basically just sapphires that are green. Sapphires come in literally like every color.
All done.
But you know.
Another gemstone.
So, yeah.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall. Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Oh. It's a weight thingy.
It's locked.
I need an owl and a cherry, which I don't know which ones those are. Which are on the sampler, as we now know. Owl is 7, which we have, and the cherry is 10. Oops, excuse me. Now we needed the duck and the square, and the duck is 1, and the square is 4. Which I think we might actually be able to do. So we have to probably just, yeah. Oh, well, unlock that door.
That duck looked very familiar.
Yeah, the square and the duck is the next one. I don't actually think we can do this. Because I need at least one more. I can do 4. Do the square. By doing that. At least I thought I could. But... Well, we opened this, so... Are emeralds actually different? I thought emeralds were sapphires. I know rubies were sapphires, though. So, that one I didn't know. Be upset. Something that befell a doll. I accidentally knocked the one Camille calls Naughty Tina off the shelf and literally created a fractured tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst into tears at the sight of the crack, which traverses Naughty Tina's face. Tears continued unabated for hours. I told her that I'll order another as soon as we reach Copper Gorge. Wow. So now we've learned that Jake Hurley is a bitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, didn't know that.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp.
And a kitchen sink.
Citrine, amethyst, zircon. Those are all gemstones, I think. Silver. What do all those colors
Aha!
have to do
Here we
with
go.
silver?
Is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. I think that actually has no basis at all. Yeah, it's definitely some kind of machine, that's for sure, and we're gonna make it a thing somehow. Definitely
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
a thing. You just brute force your way through it, and eventually you figure out the combo. Nope. We go through one more, and
Lori?
well,
Oh my
we found her.
gosh. I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy. Nancy Drew.
Remember my
I wasn't
name.
really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
She had a train. Why didn't she just use the train? Just a fucking train. I don't know about you, but you know, in like the 1880s, 1870s, having a private train was a lot of money. Unless she just had enough money that she could be like, whatever, train, okay.
So you want me to try to figure out where the mine is?
Uh-huh. As for the other people on board, if you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Because
Maybe I
you
did.
can't.
Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
They work for the government.
I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show. And I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train. And now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's going 90 miles an hour because it's on a train. It's going 90 miles an hour.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which
Moving
are so
stuff.
good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
We'll talk
Really
some more
great
later.
then.
I'll be waiting.
Locked, naturally. Wonder how you
Hey,
open it.
she's aware. Self-aware.
Wonder how you're supposed to get this open. Looks like a dance floor, maybe? Okay, got my dancing shoes on. Now what?
Oh, nope, not doing that right now.
I bet I know what this is for.
Hey, it's that weird tool that we can use like a crowbar. Ooh. Well, let's look
The
at
3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mine before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands, but with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector.
I don't know,
When
those
it
names
comes to
seem-
placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As
Oof.
for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you. Words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her and heard her and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Well, he seems fine. Totally, totally fine. Not plagued by guilt or grief at all. Not at all. Okay. Got all these places. I wonder if... Because, like... This looks almost like... It could be... Huh. Trying to figure out. There. Calico. Oh, and then you keep. I see. Next one is Silverado. Does it say it looks like a thing? Central City. Nope. Central City. There we go. Yeah. That's exactly what I said when I saw it, because it was like, it looks like a thing that's got things in it. Dodge City. Dodge City. Blam. Next is Virginia City. Cool. And then Tombstone. Hey, I'm not done. Thank you. And I'm guessing those letters are important.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
Z, T, B, A, A. That's a good password. This is honestly just a 19th century password generator. That's all it was.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
The entire train car dedicated to a projector? Something like that. Okay. You, I guess. Oh, we can make 1 and 4, I think, now. Oh, it's supposed to be 1 and 4. Isn't it square and duck? It's supposed to be 4 and 1, I thought. Weird. I wish I could never zit too. That's great. I don't know about sheep noises, though. I could... You know what? If I had to trade, I would trade the sheep noises for no zits. How about that? I'd be down. That would be nice.
Nancy!
I don't want
to...
to...
Cheshire Cat grin.
You found Lori.
Yes, Helmet Head.
She's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece.
I didn't want to show...
clues telling her how
Nancy!
to find his mine.
They work for the least discreet
Extremely obtuse.
secret government agency ever
Lori, you got the letter with all the
that
clues.
you know about,
Guess you don't need us anymore.
and Nedley
Joe,
knows
quit
about
pouting.
even.
Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now
No,
you're
I don't.
talking.
It stands to reason that the only person
Men.
other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
It would be nice to know his name.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her.
Yep.
I found
I'll
a
ask
diagram
her
for
because
some
you
kind
guys
of
are gonna
contraption
sit
that
at this
Jake
table and
designed, but
do.
to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some
What?
kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
Yep. I mean, he's wearing a puffy vest, and he's wearing a puffy vest
Talk to you
inside.
later.
You better.
Like, oof. These guys are... They're great.
Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually,
Forget it.
Yikes. Alright, bitch. Fucking... You drive your little train set.
uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Well, I don't think that's done yet. I thought I had connected all the pipes. Didn't I connect all? It is a square and a duck. A square is 4 and a duck is 1. Huh. Weird.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she
You
wanted
are
to see
tempting
which
me.
of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police
Congratulations.
detective. Do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although
You
I
obviously
do
don't
know
watch
that he's
television
professional,
because you've never
if
seen
you
what
can call it
fashion looks
that,
like before,
is
because holy
rife
honey,
with
that sweater.
crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
That's crunchy. Pearls? Like, just... I don't know. There's a lot going on there. And I don't understand what pattern your skirt is. Is it a pattern? It looks like a sponge. Like it looks like a texture of a sponge.
In other
Like,
words, you don't think he deserves
sponge
all the
print
attention
dress.
he's getting?
No.
I took a very high quality
You and
photo
those
of a
two
sponge
Boy Scouts you're with would make
tinted
good
it.
detectives.
and
Is
then
that all, dear?
yeah. See, that's what we've been doing. So, CJ, I think you might have missed the time where we talked about Frank and Joe and the organization they work for, American Teens Against Crime, which is the most dare shit that we've ever had to deal with. But this bitch here has been reading me since day one, so we're going to start reading her right away. Actually, haven't gotten into the other ones quite yet, but we have already labeled that Frank and Joe Hardy are the NSYNC reject, and the other one, he's just wearing a helmet. He doesn't have hair. He's just wearing a black helmet. That wig is a bad investment.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
Oh, look, we actually agree on
How would
something.
I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
I should get going.
That would be nice.
Bitch! I made a promise to the stream. We're gonna blow up the train.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Oops.
Oops. Whoops.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
You just, you know, blow up the train, no big deal. Giant fiery explosion. Steam and death. Oops. No, not this one. Alright. Talk to this guy wearing his cargo jacket, I think.
I found Lori safe and
He's
sound
dressed
in the
like he's going
caboose,
out on a
So I
boat.
guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
Oh, bitch, I'm always in danger.
Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy, sweetie. You don't need a psychic to tell me that. Okay, so CJ, no, you're totally right. Pulling the brake is one of the most fun things to do. The noise that Nancy's head makes when it hits the brake is classic. Just that nice clunk noise, and she just goes, oh. Ah.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
It's a great noise.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
Well, that was enlightening.
That tool I saw in the caboose.
You're gonna
I
be in
bet that's what
danger.
you used to
Maybe.
unscrew
At
these
some
bolts.
point. Probably. Bitch, I'm solving a mystery. I'm always in danger. Nancy, bitch, I've already died 3 times. I've blown up this train myself. I love these puzzles where they all turn for you. They're my favorite.
Pipes to connect.
More pipes. Yeah, Nancy, bitch, I've already died 3 times. Don't come at me and tell me I'm gonna be in danger. I already know. I'm in danger because a man named this person who is streaming online my life, apparently, is making it a thing.
Here we go.
That was way easier than the first one was for some reason. Don't know why. The duck is 1. Is that not the duck? That's very much the duck. And the square is 4. Not sure. Well, we can open up the silver box. It is orange, blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. Oh, I thought the box was gonna just open, but it actually just dislodged half of it.
Carbide and acetylene works.
Carbide and acetylene. Sent you 2 lamps which should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber, then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jet of gas which results. As you'll see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. Would that you or I had invented it. Something, something, something. Produce aluminum would have produced calcium carbide. Calcium carbide, when placed in water, is acetylene.
Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Alright,
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step.
let's sketch this out, because I'm not going to be able to remember it. Hold on. Okay. We're going to have two different colors, one for left and one for right. Okay. So, how do we do this? What about here? That goes here, and that goes here, then here, then here, then here. Okay. Then this goes here, then here, then here, then here, here, and here. Okay. Then we'll do little marks to tell me how to do this. We got, this is step 1. This is step 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10. Okay, so we can do that. Do that, get that done. Done, settled, talk to the guy.
Well,
All right.
the little lady
I don't
detective.
know how to
What do you need?
I
talk
found
about
Lori.
his
She was hiding
clothes.
in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
He looks tired. Should button that shirt a little higher. And I can't tell if his chest is sunken or whether that's chest hair. Not sure. Is his chest hair as oiled as his thing on his head? Pompadour.
It turns out that slug wasn't so worthless after all.
Very
That
odd
slug?
tan.
I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley and his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
Well, since I don't like to work with the police at all.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
You think he died?
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
Even he doesn't think Lori's smart, and
She
that's...
seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
Good job. Good talk. Good talk. Yeah. Does he even have eyes? That's a good question.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Bitch, I was busy!
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
What did the engineer say?
He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
I want to talk to the engineer again.
Engineer,
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. I talked to you before, very briefly.
you're not the one who pulled the emergency brake,
Well,
are ya?
No.
I did it a couple times, mostly because I like to hear the sound in my own head.
We're ready to come out there and throttle you. Old as this train is, it's a wonder it stayed on the tracks.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Like I just said, if I did, I'd be back there tanning their hide. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta get back to work.
Helpful guy, isn't he? Oh yeah. Lots of help. Oh, I forgot to talk to the bitch. Hold on. We gotta go talk to the bitch. Ugh. Oh yeah, this game is loads of classic.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
What do you think their motive
Class
was?
A detective
I don't know
here.
about your friends, but perhaps those other two simply thought it would be fun. Boys will be boys.
Well,
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
well, at least you're honest about things. You're not here for
Were you able
anything
to find the name of
besides
Jake's train engineer?
free train
I
ride.
came across 3 references
Publicity.
to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
You failure. You abject, absolute failure of a human being. How dare you? How dare you stand in my presence and tell me I failed? Ugh. Disgusted. Ugh.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller. Although I highly doubt it.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
What about his wife, Camille, dying on the train like that?
That does make the story a little more interesting. She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
I mean, now you and I are talking around the same language. Deliciously morbid.
How do
But
you think Jake's engineer wound up dead on the train in the middle of nowhere?
My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way, after which the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
bye, bitch. You can take your little orange scrunchie and chill. I don't know what to do with the numbers. I'm sure I'll get them somewhere.
What's up?
So you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
Well, I'll catch you later.
I
Take
definitely
care.
trust him. Totally trust this guy. Totally trustworthy. Absolutely 100%. No way he could be wrong. Absolutely not. Nah. Impossible.
It's locked.
That's right, I need a key. Key.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
I didn't mention it before because it's very bizarre.
Yeah, I
You should've
want to play
given
the
that to
piano
me.
so freaking hard.
I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Yep.
Lori says she found this letter in a wastebasket.
Exactly where it belongs.
Nancy moves it telekinetically and absolutely doesn't have any time for this ghost theory bullshit because she's just a magician. She's fine.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice. Yeah, that's not...
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Now, we're gonna follow this train of thought. Gonna arrest him on a train that is not in New York. You're a New York detective. So... jurisdiction? Is that a word that means anything to him? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Just you know,
Thanks
just
for your
saying.
help.
Not a problem.
I'm pretty sure, especially since he's not here in any official capacity. Something illegal arrest. Just saying. You know, just saying. Might be a little...
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Oh good, we gotta loop the other ones into this. That's not what we're here for. We're here to dance, bitch. Yes, queen. Yeah. On the dance floor. Oh yeah. Do it on the dance floor. Vogue Queen realness. Do. And we did it. Boom. Ah!
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
That's not creepy at all. Hi. Woof, woof. Yeesh. Okay. Just gonna... well, that's not open yet. Okay. Oh, walk away. Yes, we did get a stone. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. I'm not very good at gemstones, to be honest. Which is funny, because this game has a lot to do with them. Considering the thing. Oh, can we do this yet? So I think actually, okay, 1, 2, 3. We have to use 3 to get 4. Ah, like that. And then I need to use 4 to get 1. Means I can't do anything yet. Unfortunately. Oh, you know what? We didn't talk to Lori. And yeah, Lori was absolutely just standing there as I was voguing the house down boots. Bitch. Could have at least used some fucking calls. Some fan clacks or something. Like, you should have been over there being like, yes, Nancy, get it, yes. While I was over there being like, living.
Yes?
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
Bitch.
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train, but Camille? She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Yep, the dead
She
woman.
is dead, you know.
Well, duh. That's why I know it's her. What's more, your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
Bye.
You go, girl.
No. No. Oh, we didn't even get to talk about her fashion choices. She looks like, I mean, I know that she's supposed to be like Paris Hilton, but she looks like a Paris Hilton reject, which is even better. We got a lot of rejects on this train. We got the NSYNC reject and the Paris Hilton reject. But like, what's with the puffy vests again? And like that hat. Ooh, that hat's a choice. Berets are fine, ultimately, but like, maybe not there. Oh, you know what? If we're going around picking up gemstones, we'll do that in a minute. We have to call Bess and George. Her outfit is just kind of terrible.
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know, like, her hair doesn't make it any better.
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to find his gold mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint. Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the wall.
Ooh,
anyway,
Bess, I didn't know you were into that.
Shoes via cell phone, and we'll get right on it.
Ah, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
Old
It's a
dolls?
very big room. Needs a lot of paint.
Who were they?
They
Either
belonged
that
to
or
Jake's
she just
wife,
got like a
Camille.
sample size.
Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean, they never had a child of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something it wouldn't hurt you to do from time to time, little Miss No Imagination. You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself. No! You've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month. I was just kidding about your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very, very wonderful. That's more like it.
Catch you later.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
Lulu is a very smart and beautiful bird. I don't know why I was walking back there. Boop, taken. Gonna grab that. Nothing in there is helpful yet. Oop, stolen. This way. And the winner is Lulu. I miss Lulu. I want Lulu to show up in another game. I don't know why, but... Oh, look at this beautiful camera thing. Good. Alright. Alright, well, now what? I have played Ransom of the Seven Ships, and I remember that kind of coming up, but it's not quite the same. Not quite the same. Like, I feel like that one was a stretch. It was a great moment. Nice Easter egg, but yeah. Still a stretch. Can I do the Leaping Lizard game? I don't know why it won't let me. Annoying. Now what?
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
I'm a detective. You know how it is.
Bitch.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
But you didn't stop caring.
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Oh.
Still don't feel like talking.
I'm gonna keep needling him. Tino and Lori kissing and she. Something, ING. Yep. We don't need this.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise.
Yep.
But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two...
Uh-huh.
Hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So
Yeah, you guys are
here
about as here for this as I am.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
My show was canceled. Picked it, so it wasn't canceled. Okay. Yeah, no, he's a pretty,
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car.
Also, his eyebrows never move.
But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
I won't keep you any longer.
Take care.
Well, if you want to take a break and go to the sleeping car so I can play this piano, that would be great.
What shall I play?
Nancy, don't even think about it. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Don't even think about it. No, no, no.
No, no, no. Well, why don't you take your fucking headphones off for 5 seconds so I can work on this goddamn case? Ugh, bitch. I forget what I need for this. I forget what I need for this. There's no, no, no. No, no, no. Isn't that great? No, no, no. Bitch. Ugh.
again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command, but hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chateauyantes, Chaussetoyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chateauyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Apparently, Tino and Lori went out a couple of times, but he broke it off.
Why'd he break it off?
Because everybody told him dating her would hurt his credibility.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. It's cool that Balducci lets other people tell him who to date? No, that the three of us know something that like maybe 4 other people in the whole country knows. You scooped the tabloids, Nancy. Bess, calm down. You're slopping paint all over the phone. Oh no, it still works, doesn't it? Hello? Nancy? You still there? Hello?
Yes, Bess, I'm still here.
Oh, thank goodness. So what other yummy things have you found out?
Chateauyantes.
Let us know what
Whoop,
happens.
whoop, whoop. Alright. So... name of the maker. And that will translate shimmering socks into somehow. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think I know what we gotta do. We gotta deal with the names, don't we? Somehow. They all have different names. What are their names? Questions, questions, questions. Uh-huh. Oh. The doll puzzle is my least favorite. Yeah, just the... Honestly, the dolls should be less creepy, though. You're totally right. Like, yeesh. Alright, naughty Tina. Which is NT. Get it? Okay. Spells out the thing. Anyway, broken face. This bitch, she got a busted face. All right. Liza Sandberger. Such a name. Red ribbon. Okay. And we've got meal with Hagar Anderson. And Chantilly Hildegard. Now, what's fun about this is my idea is that she uses the dolls as her OCs. And that's why they have such weird names, and she's got such an attachment to them, because this is literally the 19th century version of Tumblr. Well, they fear the dolls. Suspenders. See, CJ, the problem is by carving it into a pumpkin, you accidentally unleashed one of their energies into the world, and, you know, they knew that if they spread it on social media, that gives the evil doll more reach. So, yeah. Oh, she absolutely shipped them. Absolutely. It's the point of OCs, right? Absolutely. I mean, little did they know that you were actually there to do the bidding of Naughty Tina. But, you know. Womp womp. I has a joke in there somehow about delaying Midnight in Salem again, because every stream I gotta mention something about it and read them for it. But I lost it, unfortunately. My lack of Dayquil right now is getting me. Pigtails, I guess? Call it that. Hopefully that's enough. I'm still kind of, I'm not miffed, but like, it's weird to me when I get likes from the Her Interactive account, like, for some of these streams, like a week after they happen. Like, I'll literally be like writing the next post and get a notification that Her Interactive liked last week's post. I'm like, that's great. You want to like and like do something with it? No, that's fine. You know, it's fine. I don't follow them, but anyway. Awful Ursula over here. Red hair? Red Cocoa Peru Bob. Totally. I mean, that they were put under a spell of an evil Disney villain is absolutely plausible at this point, considering who their CEO is. Ooh. But yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, no, Coco Peru. Absolutely, Coco Peru Bob. That's what Awful Ursula has. She has a Coco Peru Bob. Same. So we've got Edna and Alice. The problem is I don't know what the rest of Edna's name is. I don't know what the rest of Alice's name is. We're gonna leave them blank, I guess. Ill-tempered Edna? I don't know if that's ill-tempered. We'll put that in there as a thing. Alice said straight back to bed. Yawning Alice. Okay. Yawning. Alright, I think that's actually the thing. And yawning Alice. Sleepy. Ill-tempered Edna. Crying. Is she crying? Edna the Terrible. That's good. Where is the hat? Oh, it is Edna the Terrible. Alright. Might be Edna the Terrible. It might be... You know, you might be right. We got a fair amount here. What do we need to spell out again? Shall set chatoyant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Alice goes there. That's easy. Naughty Tina goes there. And that's Eliza Sandberger. Eliza. Anderson Hagar. Just trying to keep track of who we got. Ursula. Edna. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I missing? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? Ina, Eliza, Hagar, Chantilly, Hildegard. Ah, forgot about that one. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. We need to figure out only 4 more. Now I remember that there was a ribbon floating around here somewhere.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard him. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Spill.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Good idea,
Let me
Helmet
look
Head.
into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Yep, I like that
Lori
part
and
too.
we weren't arguing. We were
Canners
simply
for a
discussing
very,
topic about which
very
both of us
long
are
time.
Passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, you're going to tell me
A storyline
anyway.
that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll touch bases with you later.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
I mean, yeah, her fashion is definitely something. That sponge dress, I just can't keep my eyes off it. I don't understand what it's supposed to be. It just looks like a sponge. There's a bunch of holes in it. Like, the print is bad. She's also a really slow typist, by the way. Yeah, no, obviously if you're blonde, that means you're going to be a star. It means I've been going the wrong way. I went purple and green. Shit, I'm supposed to go fucking blonde. Teal. It's supposed to be teal. It's more green than I wanted it to be, okay? Aha! Here it is. I can't read that. Thomasina O'Neill, I think. I feel like Thomasina is a really, really far stretch of a name. Like, Thomasina? Is that actually, like... Oh, thank you. I love my hair, too. Thomasina is an actual name. Okay. In fact, there was a movie in 1963 about her. About a person named Thomasina. Tomanita? What a... Just something... Thomasina. This... We're gonna end it there. Not gonna take that any further. You know, I could keep looking. I just don't know where to look. Nope.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
It's been great
Good.
talking to you.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
Cause Tino, I got a message for you. I got a message for you from a friend. Back in New York. He had something to say that I think might interest you. Very, very greatly. Oh, can I just take this?
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look. That could be one of the
Yeah,
gems
just
I
take
need.
it.
Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look.
What's going on?
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
Chomp chomp.
I
Chomp
bet I
chomp.
need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tino will know I'm onto something.
You just throw something else shiny across the room, he
I
might.
just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
Whatever.
What else can I do for you?
Oh yeah, no. See, I'm going
Hope I didn't
to
take up too
try
much of your
and
time.
be a
Helping
good
people's what I'm all about.
good person and actually solve the puzzles again without looking them up anymore unless I really get stuck, because I need to give myself I need to build up a little bit of goodwill so that when we hit the some of the more out there games, once the Nancy Drew ones are finished, like I'm hoping to do like a lot more adventure game stuff and like looking into some of the old Sierra games and LucasArts games, and those have some frickin' moon logic things going on. Like, I remember some very distinctly, and I'm like, it's gonna be a lot. Ugh.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue
No.
with him there.
So what do you
I'll
want?
tell you that lipstick and that eyeshadow doesn't make a good couple.
I'll come back later.
Keep
Sweetie.
me posted.
Honey, darling, gorgeous, but not. Just saying. I wanna take some of that off. I know I'm really close, like not that far off at all, and I just need to find the last couple
That
of...
looks just like the stuff John Gray has his thermometers packed in.
What's going on?
You're the one who pulled that emergency brake, aren't you?
Me? What, are you joking?
Care to explain how packing material from the box those thermometers were in wound up on the floor over there?
You're just some teenage nobody. I don't have to listen to this.
Oh,
You're right,
my
you
dear.
don't. Neither do the other passengers. But unless you give me a good reason not to, I think I'll tell them anyway.
Look, maybe
She
I
plays
was a little
hardball.
hasty, pointing a finger at the ghost guy like that. Maybe all those lies people have been spreading are starting to get to me. Maybe I thought it would help if I got a little positive press by solving a crime aboard a haunted train. Maybe I apologize. And, maybe you can see fit not to let any of this go beyond this room?
Well, no harm done, I guess.
Ugh,
Great.
Nancy, you're letting him
Well,
off the hook.
what else can I do for you?
I
Hope I
wouldn't.
didn't take up too much of your time.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
She knows how to play hardball when she needs to. She's got it. She knows what to do. I don't even need to add commentary. She can throw it down like the best of them. She wants to read somebody to filth. She absolutely can.
What's up?
Well, I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Bye, toast. It's just like plain toast. There's nothing on it. Just like bread. Oh.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Ah, I missed one. Teddy Eberhardt. There we go. That goes right there. Plaid? Maybe? No, his name is Teddy Eberhardt. Yeah, the haunted dolls thing. The dolls are just they exist. It's two more that I need to find the names of. Two more. Krollmeister. That's a name that you will see come up a lot, by the way. You know how Looney Tunes had Acme Corporation? Nancy Drew has Krollmeister. They are and make everything. So, yeah. But then you actually get to talk to kind of like one of the founders of Krollmeister, or like the owner of Krollmeister Corp or something
More
like
questions?
Well, I'll let you go.
My
The thing-
publisher thanks you.
He gives you a lot of money, I think, or like pays for your trip or something like that. Trello Twister. It's a fun game, I think.
An
Fun.
eagle. Where else have I seen an eagle?
Oh, right. 2 left feet, Sadie Crawford. Sadie? No wire hangers! Sadie Crawford. 2 left feet, no shoes. Well, we're basically down that we can figure out. I think we can basically figure it out. See, I like Trello Twister. And yeah, no, the music is doing that because it's like a train. It's getting going, and it speeds up a little bit, and it gets that particular track does not work at all. It would be one thing if it actually sped up a little more than this, but it's way too slow. Okay, I think we could basically figure this out. Pretty much. First is Chantley, who is pigtails in a dress. Who I think is this one. Not really pigtails, but it's the closest thing we got to pigtails. Red Ribbon is Eliza. They are all terrifying fucking dolls. Hagar Anderson is the boy with suspenders. That is a face. Ugh. There's 2 with Cocoa Peru Bobs, but only 1 with a red Cocoa Peru Bob. There we go. Oh, I'm reading this wrong. Nope. Next is Ursula. I'm sorry. Awful Ursula, which is the Cocoa Peru Bob. This one. That bothers me. Then we have a blank. We don't know what. SS. Something SS. But we'll get to that. Whoever is here is question mark. Edna. Edna the Terrible is the crying one. Nope. Yeah, I think this one's Edna because the poem said two-letter word or two, something like that. But like, two, yeah. Screams is right. This is how I feel about this. I'd be screaming right now if it weren't, midnight and my poor upstairs neighbors would. Oh God, put it down. Put it down. That's a cursed doll. That's cursed. Totally cursed. All right. Next we have Teddy. Teddy is the one with plaid. Guessing it's the one in a kilt. Okay. Then we have Sadie. Not it. Sadie Crawford. She doesn't have shoes on, and they're two left feet. Yeah. Literally two left feet. Like, that's disturbing. Oh, God, so disturbing. Hagar, who is the one with suspenders. Just put you down. Then Thomasina, missing a purple ribbon. Or missing hair, I suppose. Just ripped out of her skull. No big deal. Alice, who is sleeping, who is the one in the nightgown, who also looks pained. Okay. Tina, who is the broken face, and then we're not doing any more of those, but cool. We got some more thingamabobs. Those are gonna be useful. That's thing. That's it? Okay. That's it. Moving on up. More slugs. Cool. Now that we got that going, let's get a square and a duck. We need 4 and 1. 4 with 3. I managed to make a little while ago. Nope. There we go. There's 4. Now I need to make that into 1. Nope. Other way around. What? Nope. Bzz. Idiot. What? Oh, wait. You have to just... Right. Hold on. No. Going in the wrong direction for this, aren't I? Okay. That's not gonna happen with 1 either, is it? Nope. What am I doing? See, what I really need is a 3, which I've already got. This. I'm sure there must be a way to do this part. Still lit. Yeah, but now it's not lit. Rip. Math is hard. Math, not even once. Don't do it, kids. Okay, wait. Oh.
There, with any luck, I
Bam.
just opened the stove in the dining car.
Can be done. I definitely... I took math. Ooh. Hi.
What is that?
Aha. Right. Cool. That's a thing.
James Thurston.
James Thurston, the son of $9 a week plus room and board in return for service as engineer at my train. James Thurston. NG. You know, I don't think you can, because you're kind of locked at that moment.
Hey, how's it going?
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do.
Yeah, so
We're
you can
looking
actually
to-
do
See you
something.
later.
If you need
Thanks.
anything, just let us know.
Bunch of useless slobs sitting around in the back of the train,
More
knew nothing
questions?
at all.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
All right, then.
As I say, until I hear back from them or not a lot I can do at the moment.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
You better talk to the...
Actually, I'm not surprised.
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them. And the
Charlena's Jowledge, more questions.
Piezoelectricity is manifesting
She
itself
says
as
more
glowing
questions, and then you hear more
lights, probably because of
questions.
some quirk in the train shape or
More
the composition of the
questions.
metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
Whatever it's called, it was unnerving to say the least.
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature is capable of some pretty scary stuff.
You just
I
debunked
won't
your
keep you any
best
longer.
fucking...
Come back anytime.
That was literally the closest that we had to, like, spectral sightings on this whole friggin' train, and you just debunked yourself. Good job. This is
What's
why
going
you
on?
get the big
You've been
bucks.
a big help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Ooh, he says that with such venom. Anything for a fellow detective. Thanks. Can't do anything in this car yet.
Yes?
We'll talk some
And
more
you're
later.
useless.
I'll be waiting.
Also, the fur and... Oh, God, her outfit is just... It hurts my soul. Guess we'll go back and talk to the Secret Brothers. Suppose. See what they've got. Ugh. Why don't you... Lori, come vogue.
Hey,
She's
how's it
white.
going?
She doesn't know how to vogue. No, there was a marvelous thing I saw. Someone tweeted this, I think, and it was literally like, white people do the Macarena 3 times as fast and think they're on Paris is Burning. And it was just like, oh my God, the lie. There's no lie. So true.
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
Good. We're gonna get to Copper Gorge. Damn. Oh, don't you love Nebraska? Hey, Moose. Woo. Well, the Copper Gorge. Gorge in the copper. Copper Gorge. Gorge and gorge myself. Go to the museum and taffy shop.
Hey there! Welcome to Buell's Old Time Taffy House. Come on over here. Welcome, stranger. Listen, you by any chance get here on that private train what's parked out yonder?
As a matter of fact, yes, I did.
There's a rumor going around that Charlena Purcell's on board. Is that true?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
Hot dang if that don't beat all. I've read every single book that gal's ever written. Best writer whatever lived.
You're absolutely correct, CJ. This is the best character in this whole series so far.
Charlena Purcell herself right here in Copper Gorge, breathing the same air as me. Hot dang! Well, welcome, little missy.
Hot
Come on in
dang.
and take a gander at what life was like during the heyday of Copper Gorge whilst you sample some of our delicious homemade saltwater taffy.
So, this is some kind of museum?
Why, it's the best kind of museum, sister. It's free. You can gape and gawk and ooh and ah to your heart's content. Least you can till I close up.
Where'd all this stuff come from?
Been in the family for years. For centuries, in fact. See, Buell was my great-great-uncle. This building used to be his general store. During the glory days back in the 1880s, he commenced a pawnbroker, so the miners Copper Gorge was crawling with back then could raise some cash to pay for grub and tools and such. But pretty soon, the mining
I want to know
boom
that
went
eyes
bust.
move
There was
independently
Uncle
sometimes.
Buell, stuck with a whole store full of junk. Only it wasn't junk to him. Debris from lost lives and broken dreams, what he called it. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it. So, passed it on to his kin. My great-granddaddy's the one who come up with the idea of turning the place into a tourist attraction.
And you make money by selling taffy?
Tourists just love taffy. Especially when you dangle a free sample in front of them to get them hooked. Of course, it ain't really free. Some taffy on a stick will cost you 2 tokens, which you can get by winning both those games over there.
How much does it cost to play them?
Well, ain't you the little penny pincher? Fact of the matter is they're free. Less you go messing with the artifacts I got in here. Do that and you'll be head first in the nearest snowdrift before you know what hit you.
Do you by any chance have any of Jake Hurley's things in here?
Jake who?
Hurley. He was a miner. I think he may have left a lamp and a pickaxe with your great-great-uncle.
Never heard of him. Of course, that don't mean his stuff's not here. Just means you're just gonna have to look around and see for yourself. But remember, Susie Q, don't touch.
Pleasure talking to you.
I'll bet it was.
In fact, I think it was the best thing that I've had today. Damn. I'm good at this. Neener, neener, neener. Neener, 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 neener. Woo! We did it. Neener, 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 neener. Huh. Pick one and go for it. Ah! Ruined me.
Rats.
Terrible. Yeah, that first one I definitely just kind of picked a random Come on, break at the last minute. Ah, alright. Does red just win every time? Don't do that.
And I lose.
And I lose. Well, don't rub it in, Nancy. God. Now, this time, it's gonna be wrong, right? Ah! Yay, we got the antecedent. So we got all the little things. Let's try some taffy.
Looks like to get some taffy on a stick, I'm going to need 2 different tokens.
Yep, we got taffy. Cool. Taffy.
This looks just like the insignia I saw on the train.
Well, I have a feeling
I'll bet this was Jake's
this
trunk.
is what we need to do, but we can't touch.
Oops, I'd better go ask permission before I mess with this.
No, Nancy, just grab the trunk and haul ass. I know people who wear those suits. They can't see very well.
You still here?
Do you know what's in that old trunk over there?
Why? You ain't been fooling with it, have you?
Oh no, of course not. No, I just thought it might contain the lamp and pickaxe that I asked you about before.
Well, if it does, you can forget about him, 'cause it's locked. None of my kin have ever been able to figure out how to open it. Not even my cousin Alvin, and he went to junior college.
Would it be okay if I tried to open it?
Well, now, I certainly ain't gonna let you break it open if that's what you're getting at.
Oh no, I would never use force, believe me. But in order to try to get it open, I would
This-
have to, you know...
Nancy, just grab it and
touch
haul
it.
ass.
Nope, sorry, not gonna happen, little missy.
Unless?
Tell you what, you get Charlene Purcell to come in here so's I can shake her hand, and I'll let you fiddle with that trunk till the cows come home.
But Charlena is very busy. What if she won't come?
Then I guess you'll just be out of luck.
No, actually, you will be.
Now, how do you figure that?
Well, if you were to just meet her, you'd have nothing to show for it. Afterwards, she'd go her way and you go yours, and that would be it. But if you were to
That's why you
say,
take a
get her
selfie.
autograph, well, then you'd have something to hang on the wall and brag about.
Okay, make it so's I can meet her and get her autograph.
Oh, but the thing is, she's on a deadline, and if you take her away from her writing, she may fall behind. And if she falls behind, her publisher may pull the plug. And if her publisher pulls the plug, it could ruin her career. Do you really want to risk ruining Charlene
Nancy
Purcell's
is
career?
so
Good
bad.
heavens, of course not. All right, you just get me Charlene's autograph, and you got a deal. Just make sure she uses my name. I want it real personal-like.
You bet. And your name is...
Fatima, with an F. None of that weirdo PH stuff.
Okay, Fatima. I'll be right back.
Alright, Fatima Buell. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get Charlene to just do this. Probably not, right? Yeah, probably not. Just literally walk right in and be
More
like,
questions?
I met a huge fan of yours in town who'd really, really like your autograph. An autographed picture would be even better.
Imagine that. Me having fans way out here in the boonies. Well, I'm sure I have a picture around here somewhere. But what I don't have is a pen. Usually I just ask my assistant for one.
I have a pencil here somewhere.
A pencil won't do, dear. It has to be ink. See if you can borrow a pen from somebody.
well.
What's up?
I really, really need a pen. Could I borrow one from you?
Sorry.
I won't keep you any longer.
Take
Sorry, I have 5 and they all have very individual, specific functions that I cannot be bothered with.
What's going on?
Do you by any chance have a pen I could borrow?
Why, I'm surprised at you. Don't you know that every detective should carry a pen?
Actually, I carry a pencil.
Well, as it happens, I got lots of pens. Tell you what, if you can play that Leaping Lizards game I found
Yep,
over there,
he's
do
still
better
here.
than I did when I played it, which shouldn't be that hard, seeing as how smart you are, I'll give you a pen. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, The object of the game is to get rid of as many lizards as you can by jumping them with other lizards until you can't jump anymore. Last time I played, I wound up with just 5 lizards. If you can wind up with only 4, the pen's yours.
Now, I used to be very good at this game, but not as good as I used to be. So, we're gonna do it. No. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Well, shit. I am not doing this right at all. At all. Not well done. Yeah,
You lost. Guess you're not so smart after all.
Bitch.
Try again.
Or you could just give me the pen. Yeah,
Sure.
Nancy can just start banging around on the piano anytime I want her to at this point, I feel like. I'm just gonna just say, you know what? Screw you, John Gray. I'm just gonna do this on my own. Okay. Keep it condensed. Close quarters. Did I mess this up? A little bit, I think. No.
I did it! I won!
Suck it,
Talk
Tino.
about luck. Here's your pen. What else can I do for you?
You've been a big help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Big help. Absolutely huge. Wonderful. Thank you for your time in it. Yep. You know, Tino, you just gotta, people like him, you just gotta stroke their ego a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. They're desensitized from all of that stroking of their ego. You know?
Have you found a pen
It's a
so I can
little
autograph that
difficult when
picture?
it's
I
been
got it from Tino. You can
open
keep it.
and,
If you could have it say, to Fatima, that'd be great.
There you go. Anything else?
but luckily,
Well, I'll
her
let you
ego
go.
doesn't need any
My
fucking
publisher
stroking.
thinks.
She'll just blast it out for you. Bam.
Hey, Nancy.
What?
There you are. We've been looking for you.
Yeah, you won't believe the lucky break we caught.
Lucky break? Hey, that was the result of good old-fashioned detective work.
It was the result of your insisting we stop for a cheeseburger.
Okay, in sync.
Guys, what's going on?
Helmet. What
Well,
do you
it
got?
turns out that a grandchild of Jake's engineer still lives around here.
What's more, he hangs out at the local diner. Comes in every day.
Apparently, he's pretty ancient.
Yeah, and you found that out when you stopped there so Joe could get a hamburger.
Cheeseburger.
The thing is,
Important.
the owner of the diner wouldn't agree to point the guy out unless one of us fills in for his short order cook.
He's got to go home and wait for the cable guy or something.
And since Joe here barely knows how to boil water, guess who got the job?
Of course Frank knows how to cook. He's got a helmet on.
Way to go, Joe.
Hey, I can boil water. It's just that when it's got things floating in it, I get confused.
Speaking of confused, get this. Balducci convinced Lori that Jake's mine is somewhere right here in Copper Gorge, so he, Lori, and John Gray are hiking up the mountain out there even
Bam.
as we speak.
Like that bumblebrain's gonna find anything.
Sounds like now might be a good time to do some serious
Poking around on the train.
Hey, I better get going. Wish me luck.
I'll go with you. You can make me a cheeseburger.
Got that autograph?
Got something better, an autographed picture.
Hot dang! She spelled my name right and everything. Go ahead, little missy. Have a go at that trunk. Whatever's inside, it's all yours.
I need to match that shape.
Boop. Alright, so I assume we just do the same thing that we did with the last one. Orange. Blue. Green. Red. Purple. Yellow. No. Well.
There we go. Welcome back.
Pleasure talking to you.
I'll bet it was.
Boom, right there.
You still here?
Great talking to you.
Be
All right.
right here if you got any questions.
Actually, is it maybe in... Did I forward the combination of power? Gave often you Yeah, that was written somewhere else. Well. Time to do some snooping. She's still here. Snooping and booping. Boop, 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 boop. And guess who isn't here? Thank God.
Sickly Sarah caught a
Oh,
joy
look.
so new it
I'm the-
made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Last doll clue that I didn't need. Already solved that puzzle. Woo! Okay.
What shall I play?
Oh, we gotta... Hold on.
A spyglass.
Sure, that didn't mess
That
with
is
the
one I need for
acoustics at
Jake's
all.
projector.
Cool. Well, that's done. Yeah, that's all. That's it. Yeah. Not a lot. Just take that, thank you.
Yes? I hear Tino took you and John on a trek to Jake's mine.
Jake's Mind My Eye, we went tramping through the snow, lugging all this equipment John insisted on bringing, and where do we end up? At this teeny tiny, half-rotten, tumble-down outhouse.
He led you to an outhouse?
Well, he said it was the opening to a mine shaft, but then John said if it was, shouldn't the hole be going into the mountain instead of just down? So they stood there arguing until Tino finally grabbed a shovel, went inside, and started digging. What he found was definitely not gold.
Did he apologize?
Of course not. If he didn't have such nice eyes, the man would be a total zero.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
Well, she's, angry? Is everybody back now? Apparently not. Lead is the key. Okay, well, what's lead? I haven't seen anything about lead in the colors yet. That's in the next one. We need to know the color combination for lead, which is... can't remember. PB. No. I feel like I would have remembered if we had seen something that was quite so literal as that. Definitely would have remembered. Oh, hold on. Nope.
Yes,
You startled me. Do you work here?
I do. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, Camille Hurley. She died back in the 1800s.
Ah, Camille. Beautiful crypt, wonderful view, good drainage. Whoever buried her must have loved her very much.
May I go inside it?
You may, but unfortunately you can't.
Why not?
I accidentally dropped the key down the grate that's in front of the crypt. If you can retrieve it, you can keep it. I'm having another one made. But if you do go into the crypt, just remember, you won't be alone.
Alright, spooky scary. Take it down a notch.
Well, there's the key.
Funny.
I just need to find something that key will stick to.
Key will stick to on a stick like taffy. Not eating that taffy now.
Gotcha.
Just gonna walk in. Oh, hey, look!
In the letter he wrote to his niece, Jake said she should go to Camille's grave and let Camille's goodness rub off on her. Rub as in rubbing, maybe?
Didn't you say you have pencils and paper, Nancy? There's a pencil.
If there's a hidden message here, I'll never find it at this
Yeah,
rate.
you need papers.
I need something that'll help me make sense out of all those lines.
Ah, look at that. We've got...
See you. PB.
All right, well, PB lead is red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple. Now, because we have another one that is highlighted, that is CU, we will also do that, which is green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Okay, that's probably important.
This
Copper
indentation
opens
looks
that.
familiar.
Well, let's open a grave. Green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Cool! Just opening up people's graves is no big deal. Just taking gems from their bodies. It's fine. This isn't grave robbing at all. Totally fine. The very fancy jewel, but I believe it's not actually that expensive. It's a semi-precious, for sure. Alright, R. B. B. Come on. O. Y. P.
Well, here's Jake's lamp.
Oh, that's 1 out of 2. And we got
slug.
another slug.
Could come in handy.
Slugs.
Where's his pickaxe?
Welcome back.
Have you by any chance ever come across a pickaxe that had the initials JH carved into it?
Why?
Because it used to belong to Jake Hurley, and I really, really need it. I thought it would be in that old trunk, but it wasn't.
You got that trunk open? Wait till I tell Cousin Alvin. He thinks he's so smart. As for that pickaxe, so happens I got it upstairs in my kitchen. Use it to open the coconuts Aunt Lucy sends me every year from Hawaii.
This woman has an amazing, interesting life.
Why, no, you can't have it. How would I open them coconuts?
Hey, I could have just gotten you Charlena's autograph, but instead I got you an autographed picture,
Guilt
which is way
works
better.
every time.
You owe me.
Oh, okay. I'll let you have the pickaxe. After you do something for me.
You know what?
I got a bunch
Fine.
of taffy over there what needs sorting. Just follow the directions that are posted by the machine. Them belts get moving pretty fast, so you gotta keep your wits about you. While you're doing that, I'll fetch that pickaxe.
You
Short and taffy. You know, I want to live that life. I want to open coconuts in my kitchen with a pickaxe. That's like the ideal. Alright, now we get to see where the magic is made.
Wax paper for the taffy. Would you mind if I took a piece of wax paper?
Yes, I could let you have a piece.
Take some of this. I'm sure that's going to come in handy at some point in the very near future. Alright, what do we got? Black and yellow is a reject. The Japanese flag is a reject. And then all the others are pretty straightforward. So, get it going. That's mango. Okay, took me a hot minute. Very odd machine that just pumps out random flavors of taffy at any given moment. Kind of a strange business model. RNG taffy, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a sound clip that gets used a lot. Yep, absolute hatred and terrible,
Got that
awful.
taffy sorted?
No problem. That was easy.
You sneak any freebies while you were at it?
It was pretty tempting, but nope, I sure didn't.
Well, ain't you the goody two-shoes? Truth is, wouldn't have minded too much if you had, long as you fessed up to it. Here's the
Well,
pickaxe.
Nancy is a
Cracked the handle
lawful
pretty
good.
bad on the last batch of coconuts. You sure you want it?
Positive.
There you go. Don't hurt yourself.
I won't. Thank you.
Sorry, you need another pickaxe to open your coconuts. I love that. No!
Hey, it's Frank.
Shut up, Frank.
I'm in the kitchen of the diner.
Oh
playing
my
short
God.
order cook.
Has that grandchild of Jake's engineer showed up yet?
Just came in with this lady who's even older than he is. And get this.
You thought we were
he's
done.
a retired miner, so every time I finish an order and ring the
You
pickup
thought
bell,
we were
he
done.
thinks it's the mine shaft elevator bell. And for some reason, it makes him start telling his lady friend about his grandfather.
You mean you ring the bell and he starts talking about James Thurston?
Exactly.
Boy.
Of course, 5 seconds later, he's rambling on about something totally unrelated, but I just fill an order, ring the bell, and ding, he picks up right where he left off. That is, unless I fill the order wrong and the waitress chews me out. She's got a voice like a chainsaw. Very distracting.
Sounds like you better keep your ears open and your nose to the grindstone.
I am. Just wanted to keep you posted.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Alright then, guess we're making burgers now. Volcano burger. Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard, bacon, and cheese. Wait, what? Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard. Okay. Onions? Onions? Oh, jalapenos. Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard, bacon, and cheese. Ba-ding ding.
So do you know what you want to order yet, Edna?
I'm still looking.
Did I tell you that my granddaddy was the engineer on a private train owned by one of the richest men that ever passed through Copper Gorge? Jake Hurley was his name. Yes, sir, my granddaddy was Jake's private engineer for more than 25 years. Told my daddy that men don't come any crazier than Jake Hurley, or any nicer. Treated my granddaddy real well.
This is one of the most satisfying things that we can possibly do. Yep.
Stuff he made my granddaddy swear to never ever forget. Stuff that my granddaddy told my daddy, and that my daddy told me. Why don't you get the egg salad, Edna? Eggs are back to being good for you, you know. Seems like just last year all those scientific types were saying your arteries would clog up if you so much as looked at an egg. But nowadays, well, all of a sudden eggs are chock full of vitamins and proteins, and eating them's not only okay, it's what they recommend. They should either make up their minds or keep their mouths shut. Make eating more pleasant, that's for sure.
And today he's a Trump voter. Can't put that on the burger? Okay, just checking. Classic burger. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo, ketchup. Alright, I can do that. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, ketchup, and mayo. Bing.
Yes, sir, Jake Hurley told my granddaddy things he never told another living soul. Not even his wife.
I never played that, I have to admit.
I don't think so.
Camille was her name. Camille Boulet. That's French, you know.
Couldn't tell.
She died so young that poor Jake didn't have time to tell her anything. According to my granddaddy, one summer day she had a dizzy spell and fell and hit her head. She didn't take well to the heat, see? And sometimes in the summer, when they were going through the desert, why, that train'd be just like an oven. Anyway, Granddad said she got right up afterwards and seemed okay. But a couple hours later, Jake found her in her room, dead as a doornail. Now there's another expression that kind of makes you wonder. Dead as a doornail. How can something be dead if it was never alive to begin with? And why a doornail? Why not something else that begins with a D? Like dish rag or dust mop. Dead as a dust mop. That's kind of got a ring to it, don't you think?
Dead as a dust mop. That's my thing. So yeah, let's make it wrong. Just that. Just pickle herrings.
Whoa, 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 wrong! I'm not serving this to my customer! Come on, new guy, make me another and make it right, or else!
Hard to think, let alone talk, when Sally goes off like that.
Okay. Hayashi burger. Avocado, tomato, fruit jelly. Avocado. Tomato, fruit jelly. What are they? A millennial? Pineapple cheese mayo. I didn't put the cheese on there. Huh.
The way my granddaddy died, that was kind of strange too.
Get
I
it
ever
together,
tell you
Helmet
how my
Head. It's a
granddaddy
good
died?
point.
No, I don't think you did.
My daddy, he came home from school one day to find a railroad official telling his mom that Granddad had been found dead in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada. He was in the engine of Jake Hurley's train, just kind of slumped over with his hand still on the throttle. The strange thing is, nobody else was on board the train, yet the door to the engine was locked and barred. It was like Granddad was trying to keep someone out, like he was running from something, like something finally scared him so bad his heart just stopped.
This
Of
guy.
course, he was in his 60s at the time, and back then that was
guy.
old. Doesn't seem so old.
He's got a
now,
mouth.
does it? Here I am pushing
He just
93
keeps going.
and still spry as a spring chicken. Spring chicken! Now where do you suppose that expression came from? Why not spring goose or summer chicken? Ah, life's just one puzzlement after another, isn't it, Edna?
Isn't it? Colossal burger. Everything minus pickles, peanut butter, pineapple, and pickled herring. Okay? Anything that starts with a P. Ugh.
I ever tell you about the mine my granddaddy said Jake Hurley'd found?
He found a mine?
A couple years before he died, Granddad told my daddy that Jake found a vein in the mountains somewhere and was mining it all by himself, so no one would steal it out from under him. He wouldn't even tell Granddad where the mine was. What he'd do is have Granddad drive the train real slow so he could jump off without Granddad seeing him. Then Granddad would pick him up at a prearranged spot a few days later. Oh, they didn't call him Crazy Jake Hurley for nothing. Speaking of crazy, you see how much Abner's charging for a haircut at that shop of his now? $20! But what's even crazier is people are actually paying him that. I told him
Yeah, he
the
just
only way
jumped
I'd
off.
pay him $20 would be if I came in with hair down to my knees. He just laughed and said I was a crazy one. $20 for a haircut? What is this world coming to?
Haircut, $20 for a haircut. Oh my god. Chef's choice. Okay, well, you know what? All of these burgers have been disgusting, so we're just gonna make a bacon cheeseburger. A little ketchup, a little mayo, and yeah, that's it.
But the craziest thing Jake Hurley ever did was tell Granddad the secret to finding his mine.
Here we go,
He made me
finally.
swear to tell it to my daddy and nobody else. Eventually, my daddy, he told me, and it was so bizarre that I remember it to this day, though I sure don't understand how it'd help anybody find his mine. But since my daddy didn't tell me not to tell anybody, this is what Crazy Jake Hurley told Granddad, word for word.
Let's write this down.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is
I'm
ensnared.
happy with that.
Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare?
Frank, are you sure that's what he said?
Still didn't
I'm
get all
positive.
of these.
Are you sure that's all he said?
Look, this guy was old, okay? I mean, we're talking Jurassic. And guys that old don't joke around. They don't have time to. What you just heard is what I heard.
I don't have
word
time
for
to.
word.
Got anything else?
I almost forgot. You gotta check this out.
It's just an old letter, Frank.
You bet it's an old letter. From
It's
Samuel
not.
Clemens.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get this?
I found it in the caboose.
Apparently, he and Jake were pen pals.
Wish I had a famous writer for a pen pal.
When Joe gave it to me, I about flipped. I know I should turn it over to Lori, and I will, but it's just so darn cool.
I still don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's not like it's from Mark Twain or anything. What?
You dense motherfucker.
See you later.
If you need anything, just let us know.
Discount Harrison Ford. Oh my god. Discount Harrison Ford! That's amazing! That's so good. That. Oh my god. Discount Harrison Ford. Yes! Peridot. Okay. That's all we need from there. We got that. We still need the rubbings. We'll do the rubbings, and then we gotta call it a night. Oh, hey, Tina, what's up? You missed all of our ribbing on him already. We've been poking fun at everybody in this game, because, oh man, the fashion choices are something. Not that Nancy can usually poke fun at. I mean, her and her mom jeans, but... Okay. I like how it still has the little hands. When it does that, it's great. It's trying.
Wisdom, charity, purity, eternity.
Well. I'm gonna write down that little thing right there. That, I can tell you right now, are 4 words that will be pictures on the sampler, which will have numbers associated with them, which we can use as the numbers for the final grate, which we can put the pipes together for, which will put steam through to the car that has the projector in it. Oof, we got there. But I don't know. Nancy is. I mean, we've already determined that Nancy has telepathy and can also be in several places at once. So, you know, it's definitely a thing. Ugh. Well, ladies and gents, and everything in between and without, it is probably about that time. You know, I am so very interested in continuing. I will put myself right here to remind myself of where we need to be. We'll save this. And we will call it a night. I feel bad that we've got to call it a night, but I'm going to be honest. I have a headache. Still don't really feel much of my sinuses, all besides the pain in them. Yeah, still kind of sick, so I should probably go to bed and, you know, try to not be sick anymore. Not as sick as I used to be, but you can probably hear in my voice that I sound great. But yeah, thank you very much, CJ. I hope that I will too. It's around the corner. I'm certainly past the corner for sure. I can tell you legitimately, like 5 a.m. on 2 nights ago. I don't remember. Today is now Thursday on, yeah. 5 a.m. Monday morning, or Tuesday morning, was when it clicked. It was just like, bam, you know? So, I'm getting better. It's getting there. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for coming by. Usual things. I got down in the corner. Nope. There. Down in that corner there, I've got my Instagram and my Twitter. Feel free to follow me there if you don't already. It's where I announce all my streams. Usually, I stream on Tuesdays, 10 o'clock every night. That will be changing soon once we switch over to a summer schedule off of the spring semester. But and I'll keep you guys up to date on that. We'll have longer streams, which would be way more fun. Got to do a whole lot more in them. Anything else? Yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, something, engagement. I don't know. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Still, I really just enjoy doing this. I enjoy getting to chat with you guys and show these absolutely crazy games. Oh, yeah. Tina and CJ, you guys, a bunch, like, just, I am really, really excited, by the way. I'm sorry. Organizing thoughts. The replay for this will be posted on YouTube relatively soon. I put together a YouTube channel. Hopefully everything will work out. I very much encourage, especially those people in my audience who are big fans of the Nancy Drew game series, to please go check out the beginning part of this if you were not here for it, where we discuss Frank and Joe's spy organization, and just discuss it. The Wikipedia articles, freaking great. Absolutely freaking great. So, oh, thank you for following. Yeah, thank you, Al. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I will keep you guys up to date when the YouTube channel is up and running. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Attack, you know, he protect on one hand he protect, on the other hand he attack. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head off to bed. Thank you a lot, guys, for coming out. It was loads of fun. I'm glad that I got to do this week. I was worried because I was sick I wasn't gonna be able to stream, and I gotta be honest, I look forward to this every week. But yeah. Keep an eye out for the YouTube channel announcement. I'll make it probably on social media before I can announce it here on stream. And otherwise, I will see you guys next week on Tuesday. None of my other plans have changed, and as long as I am feeling good, I will be here Tuesday at 10 p.m. to finish out the rest of Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. And I think, if I remember correctly, we're pretty close to the end, so very well may start the next game as well. I think a lot of these games in this period are a little bit shorter in general, so we'll definitely be moving on from there. Yeah, that's what I figured. Because I remember as soon as you get to Copper Gorge, it's like a sprint to the end, pretty much. But, and unlike last week, I don't have the stamina to get through the rest. So, I will say goodnight. See you guys soon. And, yeah, stay classy for me, alright? Night, guys. Bye.